guys, it's John here from Horror Fiend Reviews, and today is Friday the 13th, and that means it's day 13 of the 31 Days of Horror, and today we're going to be talking about Sinister. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Sinister was a movie that I watched in theatres when it first came out. I had no idea what it was about. Honestly, at that point in time, I wasn't a huge fan of horror movies. I couldn't find any new horror movies that I could get into. I'd watched all the old ones that I was into, so I just kind of hit a limbo. And then along comes Sinister, which stars Ethan Hawke, and he plays this sort of crime writer who really gets right behind the story. He goes behind the scenes to try and get the best true crime novel. He ends up buying this house with his family, and it turns out that the house was involved in a series of brutal deaths and a lot of the families killing themselves essentially. So he buys the house. It was going for super cheap, so he snatches it right up. A lot of strange things start happening, more so with his children. His daughter starts to see this weird monster, and it turns out that the monster's Bagul, which is a type of demon. The more and more he researches this backstory, he finds that the families have lived there. The whole family has died, but only one child has survived, or not survived, but disappeared afterwards. Ethan Hawke's character then contacts the sheriff to find out more about what's been going on, and he points him in the direction of this like paranormal expert, and that's when he tells him more and more about the Bagul and how it's like this pagan demon that kills entire families and then takes one child in order to like feed on their soul. He's then looking around the attic and finds 8mm Super 8 footage, and it's all these families dying, and while he's watching it, it then continues and finds that all these deaths, they weren't actually accidents, they were caused by the surviving child, the kidnapped child, which is just fucking intense. A lot of great scares in this movie. Right at the end, there's a really cheap scare that really pissed me off at the time because I really did fucking jump, but it was good. I thought it was a really original and fresh idea that when I was down on horror movies at the time, this reinvigorated my love of horror movies again. And it's not the greatest movie, it's not the greatest villain or monster, but it did its job. It reinvigorated modern day horror, and that was in the day with the likes of Insidious and Paranormal Activity and all that sort of stuff. There was a lot of horror movies that came out at that time that sort of reinvigorated the horror genre for a lot of people, and I think that Sinister is definitely one of them. Plus the Bagul looks fucking creepy, man. It's just like this big ass, like fucking 7 foot tall dude in a suit that's just like really fuck you up. Pretty terrifying. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Sinister. I definitely recommend that you check it out as part of your own 31 Days of Horror. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you go and see Sinister in theatres? What are your thoughts on the movie? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram down below. And also, just off to the side, I've got one of my friends' YouTube channels there as well if you want to give them a check out as well. But this has been Horror Fiend Reviews. I've been John, and I'll catch you later.